Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you on how you can go ahead and create up this top. So, we are going to create up a princess dart. Princess dart, right? Very easy, simple if you don't know how these things work. So, this is something you've been wanting to create. Here's the right tutorial for you. Right, my beautiful people in the building. Okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to. Sorry. All right, so let's just go and try. Okay. So we're making up a princess dart for this tutorial. I hope it's something you'll be able to understand and something you'll be able to make without having to get any issue. All right. A lot of you, when you hear about princess dart and you're being scared that maybe it's not going to, maybe it's not what actually you wanted. But today you'll be able to make yours like a pro. I mean it, and I mean what I just said. So first thing I'm going to start by is by drawing a straight line to give it. You again falling. Is by starting by drawing a straight line to give it, to make my keep it here. So I'm just going to have to turn this up. I'm going to draw a straight line right there. A straight line there. A straight line. Okay, we are done drawing our straight line, so I want to make sure that you people will be able to see what I'm working on, and I also want to go ahead and hold this up so it should not move when I am working on it. I have to just quickly go ahead and arrange this up because I just noticed that you guys are not seeing what I'm working on. Okay, so I just hold this up right there. Hold this up right there. Voila, we have something like this. So like I said, this pattern is going to be, I'm going to teach you easiest way on how to go ahead and make this princess dart. Remember, this is our original line. So I'm going to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is going to give me, which mine is 14. 14 divided by 2 is going to give me 7. I will slant it down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope because you know our shoulder is not straight. So I'm going to move now to the armhole depth, which is 7.5. If you don't know how to get the armhole depth, divide around your bust by 6, then you add 1.5 inch, or you use the same thing that you divided your shoulder measurement by 2, just mark that up. That's what I normally use, and it's going to work for you. If you divide your round bust, you still realize that you're going to get the same measurement. So now I'm going to mark the neck depth of 3 inch. If you don't know how to get the neck depth and the neck width, divide around your neck by 6. Whatever you have, you just go ahead and use that up. So I'm going to go ahead. I think that I brought this thing too much up, so let me quickly go ahead and pull this a little bit down so I'll be able to manipulate it the way I want. I'm going to go ahead now and just sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and connect my neck depth and my neck width, which is like that. I'm going to connect my shoulder slope, which is right here. I'm going to connect the armhole depth line, which is right here, and I'm going to come here and connect it up like this, like so. Now that I am done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to measure up whatever I have from this point to this point, divide it by 2, which is 7, which is let me keep this thing up like this the bossy way, which is 7 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.5. Mark that part up. I'm going to come here and go in. You can do 3/4 inch. I'm going to do let me just 3/4 inch is good to go. I'll come here and put 1/4 of my round bust, which is 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. I'll connect these 3 points up together just like this. You can see it's as if I know that that part is not going to be. So I'm just going to place my curve, connect my curve like this. If you don't have a French curve, you can quickly go ahead and use your freehand. So make sure that these 3 points are matched up together. We have something like that, which is quite very beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead now and mark from the shoulder to the bust point, which is right there, which mine is 10 inch from the shoulder to the under bust, which is 13.5 inch from the shoulder to the length. You know, normally we'll end around the half length, so my half length is normally 16. I'll just go ahead and add 2 inch to it. So connect those points up like this with straight lines. I'm gonna connect this other point up like this with straight line, and I'm gonna do the same thing up here like so. So now that I am done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to take the nipple to nipple, divide it by 4. Okay, so my nipple to nipple, my nipple to nipple divided by 2, not by 4. Sorry, again, my nipple to nipple divided by 2, not by 4. I made a mistake. Okay, so I'm going to come here. My nipple to nipple is 7.5 divided by 2 is going to give me 3.075. This part here on the waist, I'm going to go ahead and mark 3.025, and here I'm going to mark 3.025. Remember, all right. So now what I will do at this point is to go ahead now. I will mark 3.075, which is almost 4 inch, which is here 3.075. Remember, here I marked 3.025, 3.025, and here let me mark it here 3 point. This is supposed to be on the bust point here now. And here I mark 3.075. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. You see what I've just done? I'm gonna bring it up like that. You see the way it is, right? So on the bust point line, I'm going to come down by 3/4 inch. If you that bossy, go down by 1.5 inch or even 2 inch. Why do we go down here? It's just to create ease around our bust. So right, so this is what I have. Now I'm going to come to this point. We need to connect these points up like this. Okay, you can see I'm going to come to this point. We are going to connect this up like that. So what we're going to do is just to go ahead. Remember I said we're making a princess dart. Sorry, Anita, I've not marked my dart yet. So I'm going to come here and mark half inch. Now at this point, I'm going to do 1.5 inch. You can choose to do 1.5 inch. You can choose to do even 2 inch. Okay, so I'm supposed to use 2 inch. I'm a half inch here and 1.5 inch. How do you get your dart intake? Okay, I know some of you be asking, how do I go ahead and get? No, I'm not gonna do 1.5 inch. I'm gonna do 1.025. All right. Here I also do 1.025. How do you get your dart intake? Is by divide and minus your under bust from your bust. I mean, round bust minus under bust. Whatever you get, you're going to divide it by 6. Whatever you get, that is what you're going to be marking here. All right. Do you understand that point? If you don't understand, go ahead and watch my other video that I really took time to actually actually explain that up right there. That intake is, you take the bust minus the under bust, whatever you have, you divide it by 6. That is going to give you what you're going to be using for this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that up right there. 1.0. So altogether I'll be having 3 points, I mean 1.075. I'm going to connect this up to meet up this point. This is what I'm going to do. Can do this up, okay, like this. There are so many ways you can connect this up like this. You can also go ahead and use this up like that. So whichever way you prefer to do, they are still going to give you the same result. So right, they're still going to give you, remember, they're still going to give you the same result. Even when you go ahead and connect this up, you're still going to get the same. Can you see that, right? Can you see? It's still going to give you the same. Now what I'm going to do is, this point we need to connect it up like this, okay? Now before we go ahead, you can either come here and go up by 1/2 inch, but if not, you just leave it up like that. So what I'm going to do is just come at this point. I'm going to connect it from this point. Make sure that I have at my curve I'm looking for. From the bust point line, I'm going to roll it up like that. I have something like this. As you can see, it's quite looking very funny, right? I know. So what I'm going to do is just to come here and go down by 1 inch. 1 inch. Now extend 1 inch. Connect that 1 inch straight. Like this. I've connected it up like that. That's the 1 inch. Right, we need to connect that 1 inch up. So I'm going to bring this up to meet up this point. Like this. You see what I've just done there, right? This 1 inch went up here because we don't want to get any shortage of fabric. I mean pattern when we are done doing. So we don't want to get any shortage of pattern. Like I said, we don't want to get any shortage of fabric or pattern. So that 1 inch, we're just going to go ahead and we connect our new armhole, just like you can see me doing right there. This is my new armhole. My new armhole. Always do that to avoid any funny looking shape. So what I'm going to do right now, as you can see, this is the 1 inch that we went up. All right, so now I'm going to come here. I'll go down by 1 inch. I'm going to connect this part up like this. That's the side dart, okay? So it's going to really help us to bring this up curvy right there. All right, now let me go ahead and put 1/4 of my measurement. So I'm putting 1/4 of my bust measurement, which is right there. Excusez-moi. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 inch. I'll come under under bust. I'll put 1/4 of the under bust, which is 7.5. 30 divided by 4, 7.5, and then I replace back that 1.075. Remember, you're supposed to replace that because if you don't, it's going to be shorter. It's going to be smaller. So I'm going to come on the waist. I put 1/4 of the waist, and now I replace back that 1.075. Now what I'm going to do is just to come here like this. I'll place this up like so. Right, so I'm gonna roll these lines up like that to meet up that point. Okay, remember we have to extend this dart right there. Now we have something like this. You can see our princess dart. There are so many ways you can make your princess dart. It's the one that is just being not too curvy, just straight, especially when you're working on like something like a boss here that you don't want it to be really having, you just want it to have that tiny princess dart. Okay, so this part is just looking. Now let's draft the back. The back is quite very easy and simple, and assuming that I wanted to have like Queen Anne neckline. here. I'm presuming that I wanted to have Queen Anne neckline, huh? So what you're having a princess that I've just come here like this. You can just come from this point. From here you mark 3 inch. If I wanted to have Queen Anne neckline 3 inch, you want to choose as you can see I've marked 3 inch right there. Here let's just say we can mark let's forget about that Queen Anne. Just down here, come here like this. We cannot be making a princess that at the same time. Have something like this, you can come down by 5 inch. You can choose to do whatever you want, okay? Connect this. So I'm gonna be actually I didn't want to, but I have to. So Queen Anne is always something very tiny. This is 2 inch, but you can choose to do, let's just say, let's do 2.5 inches or even 3 inch, okay? 3 inch here like that. 3 inch, oh yeah, no, 2 inch. So when you're doing Queen Anne, let's leave that part. Let's concentrate on our princess that we'll do that tutorial the other time. So now we move now to the back. We draft the back. For the back, we're going to start from this side. I cannot be doing 2 things at the same time. So I'm going to draw a straight line. It's going to be the guides, making sure this part is straight. So you know, this part is not really straight. So from the top part, you can know that it is straight. So now we draft up the basic like we did for the front. I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'm going to go down by 1 inch. I'm going to move now to the armhole depth, which is 7 inch, like we did. Now for this, you can either do anything you choose to do. So I'm going to do I'm going to come down here and mark 1 inch. From this, I'll also mark maybe 2 inch. 2 inch. All right, you're going to see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come here and mark 3 inch. Now I'm going to hold this up so it should not move. Okay. All right, 3 inch. So we're connecting the armhole depth, my straight line from here, connecting my shoulder slope like that, connecting neck depth of the back like so. Sorry, this one we're going to use that later on. So I'm going to connect this up. Now we'll measure up whatever I have and divide it by 2, 7. If you've noticed, I always like to come in here by 0.25. Right, 0.25. That's just to give me the small adjustment at the back. So I'm going to come here and put 1/4 of the round bust, which is 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.025. So I'm just going to connect this up. As you can see, that curve that I went in is not that much. All right, what some people do is just connect it from this side, but I also like to go in from here like this. That's going to help you a lot. Try it. It's going to help you to fix up any armhole bulge at the back, especially, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark up the underbust from the shoulder to the underbust, shoulder to the underbust, shoulder to the length, which I thought we mark 18 inch, or if I'm not mistaken. You want to follow up the same measurement that we have. Yeah, 18 inch. Connect. Connect this also. Now we'll mark the nipple to nipple. Nipple to nipple. Take nipple to nipple and divide that by 2. This is 3.075. We're marking the same thing at the back, right? So draw a straight line all the way to the chest line. Now mark a half inch. You can do three quarter inch, a half inch, no, 3/4 inch and 3/4 inch. Connect it to meet up. If you see the dart of the back is quite always very different from the dart of the front. You can also make a princess dart at the back, okay? But very easy one for that matter. Now we are going to go ahead and put the under bust. We already put 1/4 of the bust. We're going to put 1/4 of the under bust, which is 30 divided by 4 is going to give 7.5. Measure up whatever we have and replace 1 inch. Come here and put 1/4 of the bust. The waist. Round waist is 28 divided by 4 is going to give me this. So I mark 3/4 inch, then 3/4 inch. I'm going to replace that up. All right. So I had to really check those lines up. You have something like this. So now, what I wanted to do for the back is, you can make a little bit of a keyhole, right? For the back, you can make a keyhole like something like this. Like this. Can you see? Can make something like this. Like this part is going to be the yoke. You don't want to make it too open, so this part up like this is going to be open. You can make something like that. Can you see that? This part here is going to be the yoke. You can choose to make this part very tiny, okay? Instead, I went down by 2 inch. You can choose to do 1 inch, all right? Right. Then you can choose to do this up. Just slant this a little bit down. Anything you choose to do, this is the back, okay? It's up to you. So, and the zip allowance, so the zip allowance, so the zip allowance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a half inch. Normally I was supposed to add 1 inch, but normally we'll always adjust our darts, the zipper bulge at the back. So we don't need any 1 inch anymore. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that zipper like that. Okay. Now we have something like this, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to come here like this and kind of create ½ inch here like this. That is going to help us to eliminate the zipper bulge at the back, okay? We're just going to bring this, hold this together like this. It's going to help us to eliminate any zipper bulge. So now we have the front. This is the front here. The front. Make when I no come here and start saying, hey, how are you spelling like that? This is the front, okay? So you can choose to leave this up like this. It's already good. You can choose to kind of have like I wanted to say. But anyway, let's leave it up like that. Don't complicate yourself too much. So from here to here, just do this 2 inch. 3 inches is 3 inch. You can choose to leave yours up like this. You can choose to go ahead and create any neckline you want to create, right? All right, so I'm just going to come here and create something like this. So this is how I'm going to do. I don't want it to be too open. Now we can do this up I believe that's already too much, right? Can you see that kind of a queen Anne? All right, you can choose to make this more tiny as you wish. All right, you can choose to just come here like this and go in, then you see connect it up like that. If you wanted something like this, you can just go ahead and connect it up like this. All right, make it more tiny. If you want this to be more deeper, you can come right there like this. Connect this, that's the Queen Anne, whatever you choose to work on. And then if you don't want to connect this straight, you can give it in the form of a curve right there. Right, so it's up to you, whichever way you choose to. And I'm just gonna bring this up like that. I'm gonna have to blend this up, okay? All right, so whichever way you choose to do is fine. But already with this is good to go. With the princess, that is good to go. And you can also do a bust. I believe that's already too much, so something like that, just to give it a little bit of shape. Whatever you do here, you choose to leave the back just like so. So let me quickly go ahead and cut it off to show you what it look like. I already show you how to create a Queen Anne. So this my original line is this way. So if you wanted to create your street, you can just go ahead and do I'm going to use the second line that I cut. Yeah. Right? Just gonna come here and do this up. They say we do learn every day. So if you see what I'm doing here is you have to work on this part, and automatically what I forget to tell you is automatically when we fold this inward, you realize that we have shortage of this here. Okay, so don't forget about that. So first of all, open this up. All right, so we have to just go ahead now and open this other part up. Bring this part up like this. You can always blend up your piece. Thanks to this my paper gum. You can see it's almost straight, but not really straight. So we're gonna go ahead now and reconnect it to be straight. In this part, like this, I'm gonna draw a straight line from here to meet up this point. You see that? Now I'm gonna have to just go ahead and cut. Look at how I'm cutting it. And if you realize, I did not add any sewing allowance. You're supposed to add your sewing allowance, because if you don't, believe me, this thing is going to be small. So, all right, so add up your sewing allowance, please. Don't forget, very important. I have a small, tiny little curve right there. I don't want to have that curve. And if I cut this part, you realize that it's going to be shortish of pattern or fabric. So you just have to go ahead and adjust that off. So a little bit of blend here. Adjust and come. You see? Now I'm going to go ahead and just move this aside. And I'm going to cut here. You can choose to make your yoke to be different. I mean, the yoke, you can add it a lace. So watch on how I'm cutting this part so that you will not go ahead and make your mistake. Right? And here. Now this is the what we took the arm. And here, I know some of you, when you see too many lines like that, you're already confused. Don't be confused, just follow up what I am doing here. So you have something like this, right? Normally this should match up. Okay, when you see that it's bigger, you see that it's kind of it's long. When you start stitching it, that is when you realize that nothing is long. So I'm just going to go ahead and adjust this up, because we did not add a zipper allowance right there. I'm going to cut this up. That is going to help us to take us any zipper bunch at the back. It's going to help us a lot. Remember, it's going to help us to eliminate any funny zipper stuff at the back. So this is how the back is going to be like this from here to here, like so. This top part is going to be open, while this other part is going to be so, and like this. So I'm cutting it up because I want you people to follow up like so. You can choose to use this part as a lace for it. All right, you just cut this part like this, you add it the lace. Okay, this part like this, you can cut it, you add a lace. So what I'm going to do is I have to adjust this up. This is going to help us to eliminate any zipper, funny looking zipper at that point. Right, remember, we should have done it our normal way that we always do it, but this is the other way you can also do that up. Our normal way that we always do, like we add our 1 inch and we go ahead and but remember, there are so many ways you can go ahead to do this. So this is going to eliminate any zipper. But at the back, like I said, this thing always look like it's easy to. So I'm just going to go ahead and gum this up. Remember, like I said, you can do it the other way that we always do. That one is not going to stress you. But like they say, this thing we learn every single day. Every single day. How come I'm stressing me? You see the thing, you think that when people bring it up every single day, every single day, every single day, every single day, every. We learn every single day, huh? So this is it. You see that it's bigger, but when you stitch it, it is better for it to be bigger than for it to be I mean, this part is longer. It's not longer. It is better for it to be longer than for it to be than for you to have shortage of fabric, right? So we have something like this. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you find it helpful. Remember, I said that when you add this, you may realize a shortage of piece because of the dart we took out. Just add it up here, right? So this is the back, this is the front, and here is the back. You can do your dart. If you have been following me, you will see how to eliminate the zipper bunch at the back. So I've shown you. So this is it. I hope you find it helpful. You should be able to make something. You can see, right? If you've been following me for a while, you should be able to know how to eliminate a zipper. This is another way of doing so, right? The other way I did show you, if you watched my live stream yesterday, I did show you the other method that they would normally add 1 inch and measure the center of it, take out ½ inch. All right, and then connect it up, which I did here. And this, no, this one I didn't put any zipper. So I hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Always follow me for more. I know that sometimes I can be so lazy when it comes to editing the videos, but it's not that I'm lazy. It's just that work is not leaving me to have time to do. Look at this. This is the time I'm doing video for you people. I'm supposed to be sleeping by this time. Anyway, it's still 11 o'clock, so. All right, so thank you so much. We hope to see you guys some other time. Like I said, I'll be bringing tutorials to you people. You'll be learning every single time. All right. I did not go live when I was doing the other tutorial on Facebook, but I go live on YouTube. The 2 tutorials I did on YouTube. So if you've not watched the other tutorials, quickly go ahead. This part up here, if you don't like the way it's looking, but mine is really good, you just go ahead and blend this up. All right, but this part is really good. Just make sure that this part here should match up. When you are joining it, you make sure that you have to notch them up. Those lines should match up. You can choose not to do that Queen Annie neckline. All right, you can choose to make it more like from the 3, a normal basic line. No, I think I don't have that one here. A normal basic line, instead of going here, you choose to go this way by at least 3.5 inch, then connect it. It's going to give you that really curve. This is just a simple one, okay? But I believe I'm still going to do a tutorial on Queen Annie. I want to be able to show you guys different things every single time. And if you realize I did not explain this part, definitely if you go ahead and stitch this up, you will realize that the back is longer than the front. All right, the side. Because we took 1 inch here. Normally, for us to create this full pattern, we are supposed to do this. We are supposed to take the differences between the front and the back. We'll draft up the back. Okay? So, you know that the front pattern is always longer than the back by 1 inch. That's why you see my pattern up like this. So I may just have to cut this up like this. This is supposed to be straight, okay? So your normal length of your front piece is always longer than the normal length of the back piece. Why? Because of our front, we have the breast, okay? But the back, we don't have the breast. The back is just straight. So when you're drafting up the back bodice, you will always take the differences between the front and the back, assuming that the front is 17 inch, while the back is 16 inch. That difference is you're going to draft the back as 16 inch. So you will not have this, shortage at the front, okay? But I will just have to cut this up to level them up with this. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you some other time. I hope that part was clear. I did not explain that part to you. Okay? Thank you so much. Hope to see you guys very soon. Bye. You're welcome. Oh, you are welcome, Ellen. Ellen, you're welcome. You're welcome. Jay, hi. How are you guys doing today? Thank you, guys. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. I hope I'll be able to come live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah, I should be able to come live. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye bye, everyone. My friends from YouTube. Where are you guys? Hi, hi, hi. Hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.